Here I have today the first look at unpacking the brand new SYMA X5HW drone. It's a brand new version of a well-known brand, and the main things are it's got the hover facility, and also it's got headless, and most importantly FPV all in one package. It's got codes at the side here, you can see, to download onto your smartphone to get the software to run it, so you can use it obviously here with a controller with a smartphone and actually see where you're going as you fly it. So the cost on Amazon was £50, including everything, and 2 extra batteries as well, so that's very good value. And now I'm going to unpack it and see what's inside. And the hardest thing obviously is to know how to unpack it, so there we go. With usual with SYMA, it's very well packaged, and there you go. Instructions are much the same as normal. Okay. And inside we've got the quadcopter assembled already, so I don't have to worry about where the blades go. That's one of the biggest problems of the original ones a few years ago. Know which way the blades went. So there you've got. You can see the motors are covered here, so there's nothing exposed. So if you drop it onto mud, it's not going to get into the motors. And obviously we have a slide on for the camera at the bottom. And this is the controller, and this one here is going to be used for the headless, and it's going to be obviously need to have some batteries put in it, so it doesn't want to come with batteries, so I'll need to get some batteries to put in. That's the first bit. And secondly, at the back here, we've got a packet for the guards if you want to use those, and an attachment for the monitor to attach the smartphone to. I'm using a bit of brute strength. We have everything out of there. It can be binned, and there we've got the attachments for the legs. Packet, I won't open those, but a packet of blades, 4 blades extra you can have. Nicely packaged. Transit from China. That'll be good. And there you've got everything there. First thing I notice, I haven't got my extra battery that I was promised, so I've sorted something out about that. So there you've got, and this obviously you've got battery inside here. Let's have a look. Ah, there is a battery inside there, so we're in luck. So that is the spare battery. They normally last about 7 or 8 minutes running time. The first thing we'll need to do is to fix the legs onto the bottom here. Very simple. slot there. Don't need to read the instructions for that. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Another one there. So make sure that they are facing out. On the legs we have a screw, so obviously you'll need to undo it a bit before you can put them in. So what I'm going to do now is going to stop the video and let's assemble it and then get back to it and then see what the next point is on there. So just wait a moment and I will now stop. So now I've connected the quadcopter up. You have now seen the I've used a screwdriver and connected up all the guards there. Just make sure that they are free. They're quite pliable, the plastic here, so you might find that in the packaging they're bent slightly so that it's free to run on there. You can see everything is all enclosed. There's not much exposed, is there? If there's nothing, it falls in grass or wet. Even in a wet soil or something, it's not much to get in there to affect the works. There's the Wi-Fi connection on the camera at the back there. So that's all connected. What I've done is I've downloaded the software onto my smartphone, and then I suddenly find that it's only for iPhones or iTablets, and so at the moment it's a bit useless at the moment. So that's the software that's downloaded from the QR scan code, and it's just saying that I can only use it for an iPhone. So hopefully I can get around that at some point and go and find out exactly how I can use it as a FPV quadcopter. But anyway, let's see if it works. The first thing you should always do when you get a new quadcopter is obviously switch it on at the bottom here as normal. This little button here, so it's all flashing there. Then putting the machine on the transmitter, this button here, so it's flashing, and the left hand one go all the way to the top, all the way to the bottom, and you can now see the lights on the bottom of this are still, they're not flashing anymore. And then always when you first get a brand new quadcopter, is just to let the motors run, just to get them wear them in. You'll find that the engines will last much longer. I did actually practice it on an old one, and it did make a difference. So what you do is the two knobs here, you go in, this one in that way and that one in that way, like that, together, and you can see it's just spinning round. I'm going to actually let it go until the battery wears out, so it might be a few minutes. So I haven't charged the battery at all, so this is the battery from the supplier, so it's chipped, charged up. Obviously this part here is the charge that goes into the computer to charge up the battery, so I'll be doing that shortly. These buttons on the transmitter are completely cosmetic, these ones on right and left side, but in the middle you can see the battery level, which is pretty good here. It's showing it's 3/4 full. So while this is going along, I'll put in the connector for the charger, the spare battery. So as you can see, it only goes in one way, and then I place that into USB socket of my computer. When it goes to green, it means it's fully charged. So, I'll let that finish. I'll turn off the video now and just let that go run for another few minutes.